Censuses in Ukraine is a sporadic event that since 2001 has been conducted by the State Statistics Committee of Ukraine under the jurisdiction of the Government of Ukraine. History. The first official census in the territory of Ukraine took place in 1818 when Western Ukraine was part of the Austrian Empire. However, a modern census did not take place until 1857. Since then, the next censuses took place in the dual-power state of the Austria-Hungary in 1869, 1880, 1890, 1900, 1910. Those last five censuses also included the territory of the today Zakarpattia Oblast, which was part of the Kingdom of Hungary. The further censuses discontinued as the country fell apart. The rest of Ukraine, which was part of another empire of Russia, conducted its first census as part of the 1897 Russian census. Remarkable is the fact that the next national census in Russia did not take place until after World War I and the formation of the Soviet Union. In 1920, a census was conducted only in those areas that were not involved in the Russian Civil War. Interwar censuses. The next census conducted in most of the territory of Western Ukraine was the Polish census of 1921, while the 1921 Czechoslovakia census took place on the territory of the Zakarpattia Oblast. In 1930, another census took place in the both regions as part of the respective national censuses that were conducted in the same year. Also, the area of today Chernovtsi Oblast saw its first national census in 1930 for the first time since the last one that was conducted in the Austria-Hungary in 1910, while the area of Budjak of today Odessa Oblast along with the rest of Bessarabia had the Russian demographic statistic data back from 1897. Already during the World War II, one more census took place in 1941 in Hungary, which previously sacked and occupied the territory of Carpatho Ukraine. As it was mentioned before, the first national Russian census since 1897 took place only in 1926 as part of the first all-Union census in the USSR. The next census in the Soviet Union took place in 1937, but it was recognized as unofficial and was never disclosed. The census was also recognized as a conspiracy against the Soviet regime. Just before the World War II in 1939, the Soviet Union conducted another census that was accepted as the official one. Post-war censuses. After World War II, Ukraine was united in its current borders and within the Soviet Union. The first Soviet census after the war took place in 1959, followed by three more in 1970, 1979 and 1989. The next planned census never took place, as the Soviet Union dissolved in 1991. Post-Soviet, the first national census of Ukraine took place in 2001. It originally was planned that the next one will follow in 2010, but since then it was postponed until 2020.